So go ahead, take a moment, and look around. Speechless, I know. May not look like much, but to us, this is everything. And before I go further, allow me to introduce us. To my left, we have Freddie. To my right, Peter. My name is Jake, and we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. We are those who scour the galaxy in search of ancient relics and literature, venturing to places no one else would dare. Places like the ancient crypts of Morgan, or the Jedi archives on Coruscant. Now, we do this to pass this knowledge along onto you, because we believe to bring balance to the Force, you must first restore the past. And especially now, because we find ourselves in troubling times without any heroes. And in times like these, we must look to the past, for the past tells us that heroes did once exist. Heroes like the legendary Luke Skywalker. Have we heard of Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, woo!
I'm sorry otherwise. But now, rumors of someone new have emerged. A new spark of hope. Right. She is our symbol that heroes can once again exist. She is our symbol of hope. And perhaps that symbol of hope is what led all of you here today. It's what led you all here for this, the lightsaber. It is an elegant and enigmatic tool wielded by Sith and Jedi alike. To construct one is an art and a reflection of the builder themselves. For a Jedi, the lightsaber represents hope and balance. And for a Sith, passion and strength. And in order to wield such strength, you need something small, yet incredibly powerful. The Kyber crystal. This is the heart of your lightsaber. It channels the power of the Force within you, through your saber into your blade. And the color of crystal you choose here today will determine the color of your blade. Now, there are many crystals scattered throughout the galaxy, and we've been able to acquire 4 for you to choose from today. So, here's the brief history of some of the legends who wielded these colors before you, starting with blue. Once wielded by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and now by our spark of hope, Rey. Green, held by Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, and even Master Yoda himself. Violet, so rare and so beautiful. It has only ever once been wielded by Jedi Master Mace Windu. Finally, red, the crystal of power, wielded by the likes of Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, and the Supreme Leader, Kylo Ren. But we're not here to learn about their stories. We're here to begin yours. So as my fellow gatherers Peter and Freddie make their way around with the crystal canisters, select whichever Kyber crystal reaches out to you. Now, don't overthink it. Search your feelings. Let the Force help guide you in your decision for Kyber crystal. And once you have selected your crystal, please go ahead, take it, and place it in that little green dish in front of you, as they're not quite stable just yet.
I made this decision. I won this.
Now, this is the scrap metal you chose upon entering the workshop today. And once put together, it creates the hilt, the foundation of your lightsaber. The hilt will center the immense power of your Kyber crystal.
Feel the power.
But most importantly, it'll keep your fingers safe from being disintegrated. And I understand that these parts, these scraps may not look like much, but these raw materials spoke to you. And once put together, these 5 basic components will become that foundation of your lightsaber. So, let's explore these components. On the left-hand part of your tray, you'll see your chassis. Next to that, in sections 1 and 2, your sleeves. Section 3 will house your head. Section 4,
I can't actually.
cap. And finally, section 5, your matching sets of activation plates. Now, I will be here to help guide you along through your journey, and my fellow gatherers are also here for any assistance should you require any. So now, builders, only one question remains. Are we ready to build a lightsaber? All right, let's build. First, grab your chassis in the far left part of your tray. Make sure that vented and open end is facing upwards. You'll notice in the middle of your chassis there's an open chamber. Go ahead, take your Kyber crystal. Insert your kyber crystal into that open chamber. Now at the top of that chamber, there's going to be a spring-loaded plate. That's going to be your guide of inserting that crystal into your chassis. You know your crystal's in there nice and secure when it stands off, lights up, and sings to you briefly. This is the trickiest part, so please don't be afraid to ask my fellow gatherers for any assistance
getting it in.
whatsoever.
There we go.
I do with that
Again,
too.
located on the top of that open chamber underneath those vents is a spring-loaded plate. It's going to be your guide of entering that crystal into your chassis. You know it's in there nice and secure when it stands off, lights up, and sings to you. And once your crystal's in your chassis nice and secure, please hold it up high for me and my fellow gatherers to see. Alright, so now we're going to move on to section 5, the far right part of our trays. These are our activation plates. Make sure to grab a matching set of these activation plates. They must be a matching set. On the inside of these plates, there are markings of a blue rectangle and a red square. Those exact same markings are on the side of your chassis. So, like a puzzle, you're going to line up those markings, blue rectangle to blue rectangle, and red square to red square. Each activation plate will cover half your kyber crystal, so once both are on, you should no longer be able to see it. So it's now nice and protected.
How's that?
And after you have both
Back fire
activation
sound.
plates on, take your switch and slide it up and down a few times. You should hear a misfire. If you don't hear a misfire, please let one of us know. This is the one and only time misfires are made. Alright, so now we're going to move on to sections 1 and 2, back over to the left-hand part of our trays. These are our sleeves. You can use any 2 of the 4 sleeves from sections 1 and 2. But if I can have your focus up here for a moment. On each one of your sleeves, there's a thicker band on one side. Whether you're placing that sleeve onto the top or bottom of your hilt, that thicker band must always go towards the center, touching those activation plates. Any one of these sleeves can go on the top or bottom of your hilt as long as that thicker band goes towards the middle. Replacing
That one's going to be your top?
Firmly to the right.
I can do a change though.
Yeah.
Twist it firmly to the left.
I feel like this is more of a bottom one.
And
Your
now
lightsaber?
first sleeve on, go ahead, grab your second sleeve. Any one of the remaining 3 from section
I would have
1 and 2.
reversed it.
Once again, making sure that thicker band is going towards the middle. Insert it onto the other side. Have your hilt and twist it. Apply pressure as you do so. And after you have both your sleeves on, your hilt should look something similar to this, with a closed and open end on either side. Alright. Now
I
that
think
we
it
have both
works
sleeves
as
on,
well.
we're going to move to section 3, or emitter. So take an emitter from section 3 and place it over the
Obviously.
open end part of your hilt. So you place that emitter over the open end and twist
Yeah,
it
that's
to the
pretty
right.
nice.
This is the easiest part, so you should feel no resistance.
Sure.
Twisting
Really
it
though?
around.
I don't know. That one.
This kind of reminds me of like
That's pretty
kinda
dope.
like-
Grab an
Yeah.
emitter from section
That's-
3 and place it over
that's
the
this
open
one.
hollow.
No,
end.
that's the emitter. This is an emitter.
And
No,
after
this one
emitter is
is
nice and secure, take your hilt
section
and
3.
flip it upside down.
Yeah, this is
Now
section
that
3.
closed
yeah,
end is on
but
top.
that's like more like
This is our power
Oh,
cell.
it's your
Moving on
lightsaber.
to
Your lightsaber.
section 4, grab an end cap and place it over that closed ended power cell. You're going to place that end cap right on top and twist it to the right. But this part does need to be delicate, so if it's fighting you, don't force it. Unscrew that end cap, recenter it, and screw it back in. You don't want to damage that power cell.
that.
At this point, you'll have finished constructing your hilt, so
Oh, it's
please take it
beautiful.
and place it in the
Oh,
stands
it like
in front of you
matches too
for
on the
inspection.
bottom, and then it's like different on the top. And it has
Yeah.
that middle part.
That's really cool.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it works. Thank God.
But I guess you gotta put it on that thing.
Yes, sir.
Alright, everything looks and sounds. We're not hearing that misfire anymore. Let's see if we can figure out what's going
Yeah,
on.
it was fine just a second.
Yeah, it sometimes will go on and off. Let's see if there's a switch over, and if not, we'll get two new chassis. But I believe the switch has been a little tricky today. There we go. Make sure we tighten it, we hear it. And that's not good either. Let me continue doing this. You know, this is what happens when my fellow gatherers get parts from Jawas.
It's alright. No, I just glad that my weapon looks good.
Yeah, and it will look fantastic.
a great deal.
No, they don't. It's buy one get 5 free. The 5 are broken. It doesn't work.
But they're still free.
Never trust a
For a
Jawa.
reason.
You know where they get the parts from? Or the rest of it?
Oh,
It's
so
really just like a constant rotation.
So activate, slide
It
this
doesn't
up.
work for us.
To activate, slide this up.
Everything should be beautiful for you now. Looks great, beautiful. Sounds great. And when they say so, flip up to activate and have it. Alright? I'll leave this on the hill stand for you. And get this out of your way. Fantastic work.
thank you. that. Hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Perfection.
Perfection. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
That was great.
It's a good two-handed saber. Not a lot of stuff in the way. Very good for defense.
Yeah.
And no weaknesses that I can see.
Well done, everyone. There truly are some beautiful works of art in front of us. But now it's time for the most important part. If everyone could please take a big step back away from the build station. My fellow gatherers are making their way around to place their hilts into the crystal stabilization chambers. We do this because we are not force sensitive. So we rely on this technology to help us with what ancient Jedi and Sith have been doing for eons in the past. But don't worry, this technology is extremely safe. We do test runs every single morning.
I knew
And
that
this morning's test run,
one
Lucas.
I was going to use. Because I had like the other one had like
We didn't do
exposed
that.
speaker.
Yeah.
That one's like hitting. It looks way cooler.
Okay, I have complete faith in you and everything you've done. Oh, no. What do we mean? We should have done that test. What are we talking about?
With many perks you began, yes. With the heart of the saber they are joined. Much more they will become. It is time.
Master Yoda. Builders, the Force must truly be strong in this room. And especially when you all work together. Now, it's time to forge that unique bond between you and your lightsaber. In a moment, I'll ask you all to take a step forward, place a hand on your hilt, and activate your sabers. So now, builders, that time has come. Are we ready?
Yes.
Fantastic! So everyone, please take that step forward. Place a hand on your hilt. Focus and activate. Now raise your sabers, for you have just built a lightsaber, like the Jedi, the Sith, that have come before you. Like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, all it takes is a spark. So raise your sabers high and raise them proud, builders. Be proud of your work. Now please, lower the activated lightsabers. The bond has truly been forged.
Complete your lightsaber is. Choose your path it cannot, but like your way, it can. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. And thank you, builders. You are each as unique and extraordinary as the lightsabers you hold in your hands. And in your hands, you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power is not be dropped on the ground. So to protect your to you as your partner. Unfortunately, this means our time together has come to an end. But don't worry, your journeys are only just beginning. It's now time for you to go out and leave your marks in the galaxy. And who knows, one day you might even be here telling your story. But until then, safe travels. Until the spire!
Till